I am very excited for today's King Arthur Legends Rise video because today is the day I get to show you the full depth of this game's summoning system. There are 6 different types of summons in King Arthur Legends Rise, and all of them have value in their own particular way. But the best thing about the system is that no summons is ever wasted. No matter what you pull from any summons, it will add value to your count in some way, shape, or form. I'm going to show you exactly how that works, because for today's video, I have saved over 160 total summons of all of the various types. So hopefully by the end of this video, you will know a lot more about King Arthur Legends Rise, and I will have a much stronger account. Always fun to do a summons video. Now, if you are interested in checking out King Arthur Legends Rise, please click my download link in the description of this video, because that definitely helps me out. And once again, thank you to King Arthur Legends Rise for sponsoring this video. I am Colred. This is Colred Plays. Let's get started. Every summons here in King Arthur Legends Rise takes place in Lake Avalon. You just click on the Lady of the Lake. She brings you to the main summon screen. And as you can see, 6 different types of summons. But they really break down into just 2 categories, because the top 3, the rate up summon, the normal summon, and the special summon, all result in heroes, though the drop rates and rarities may be different for each category. The bottom 3 summons are all relic summons of the 3 various elemental types: Flame, Frost, and Storm. So when you're pulling for Storm relics, for instance, you can't get Flame relics, and vice versa. One of the most important aspects of any summon system is what happens when you pull a duplicate, whether that's a relic or a hero. And the great thing about this game is all duplicates will add value to your account in some way, although sometimes you have to save up your duplicates to a certain number before you can actually cash them in for value. So I'm going to show you the duplicate system. We're going to start with the heroes, then we'll move to the relics, and then we'll come back here and do the actual summons, because I want you to understand the system. That's the only way you'll know if you should be excited for me when I actually pull my summons. Okay, so let's go check out the hero system. Here is one of my heroes. She is the legendary hero Morgan. And the first time you get a copy of any hero, they just come in here to your roster and you own them permanently. There is no way to sacrifice, delete, destroy, discard, or sell any hero the first time you pull them. However, duplicates can be sacrificed, but only to the original copy of that hero, and that's through a system called Chivalry. Each hero has 10 levels of Chivalry that you will unlock using duplicates. So as you can see, if I want to unlock level 3 of Chivalry here for Morgan, the Oath of Mercy, I would need another copy of Morgan. However, I don't have to rely just on the RNG of summons in order to get those copies. I can collect these generic memory stones. In this case, they have to be legendary memory stones because it is rarity specific. But if I collect 20 of these, I can use those to unlock the Chivalry of any of my legendary heroes. So this is a great system because your duplicates are valuable, but simultaneously, you don't have to just rely on RNG. You can focus these generic memory stones into the heroes that you want to empower in whatever order you want to do that. Now, this is a system based on rarity. So if I drop down to a rare hero, let me find one here, like Turin, you can see that she needs obviously rare copies of herself or rare generic memory stones, but she also needs more copies of each. So she needs 2 copies of herself or 30 memory stones. And if you think about it, this makes sense because rares have a higher drop rate. You're going to get more copies of rares, and therefore it makes sense to require more copies in order to empower these champions through the Chivalry system. Or if you want to think about it the other way, it takes fewer copies to empower the legendaries, which is great. Now, beyond this, there is a question though, which is once I max out Turin, let's say, what do I do with any duplicates I get of her in the future? And there's actually another system for duplicates beyond this point. Back here in Lake Avalon, if you look in the corner, you can see a little icon that's glowing blue, and this takes you to the shard shop. Now, in this shop, you can exchange shards for heroes, or you can also exchange the shards for relics. And this will give you a currency. You can see these gold currencies and green currencies here. And then you can use the collection of those currencies in order to buy relics or memory stones for heroes that you want instead of the duplicates that you've gotten. And you can do this whether or not that duplicate is maxed out, but specifically once that duplicate is maxed out and you don't need any more chivalry levels, you can come in here. Or once they have a copy of the relic of their element, because you only need one copy, you can come in here and exchange the relic tokens as well. And so this is a great system. This literally means that every duplicate you ever get, no matter how long you're playing the game, can always be exchanged here for a duplicate you don't own. The only way the system would ever not work is if you literally had every single relic and every single hero in the game maxed out on their chivalry. That's going to take a very, very long time, especially seeing as they keep adding heroes to the game. I'll quickly go over my roster so you know whether or not you should be happy for me when I do my summons in just a little bit. Here in the codex, you can see which heroes I own, because like in other games of this type, if the portrait is highlighted, you own that hero, and if it is darkened out, you do not own that hero. And remember, since you can't sacrifice heroes in this game, once the portrait is highlighted, you own that hero forever. Now, here you can see I own 6 of the legendary heroes, but I don't use all of them. The 4 I am focusing on currently are Morgan, Lancelot, Tristan, and Sigrun, probably in that order. So I would like duplicate copies of any of those heroes so I can empower their chivalry. Of the ones that I don't own, the 3 most valuable to me would be Merlin, Bedivere, and Gillian. Merlin and Gillian are great support champions, and Bedivere is one of the hardest hitting champions in the entire game. So those would all be excellent additions to my roster. As far as rares are concerned, the only rare I have maxed out is Arthur, and the only one I'm missing is Sarah. So I would obviously like Sarah and not like Arthur, but of all of the other ones, I don't mind duplicates at all because they are all valuable and usable in various gameplay areas. And so that's really, I'm not too focused here. The most important one would probably be Turin because she is getting close to Chivalry 10, but I don't want too many copies of her because I don't want to go beyond that point. It's more efficient to get duplicates of champions you still have chivalry levels to go in. So as far as uncommons and commons are concerned, I don't really care about duplicates of these. You get a lot of these, and while they are playable heroes, I'm not focused on any particular one, so those duplicates are less concerning. As far as the relics are concerned, any hero that I currently am using, if I can get a relic that they don't own, that would be good. So for instance, if you look at Morgan, she comes with her flame relic. That's the one that she like opens with or starts with. So if I could get her frost relic or her storm relic, that would be beneficial to me because I'm already investing heavily into Morgan. So any of the heroes that I've already mentioned, Morgan, Lancelot, Tristan, Sigrun, or any of the rares that I use frequently, like Turin, Arthur, I already have all 3 of his. I already have all 3 of Kay's. But any of the other ones here, like Sarah, it would be great to have multiple copies of Sarah's. Those would be good relics for me. The relics are less important in terms of the hero that they apply to, and more important in terms of the rarity. Like I would like to pull more legendary relics because those are harder to get anyway, whereas the rares you seem to get a lot more of them. So that's a little bit less important to my account. We are finally back here to Lake Avalon, but there are still a few things I need to explain to you before I can do my summons. I'm trying to stay patient because this is important information, but let me start by explaining the rate up summons. So these change every few weeks. In this case, we just got a new legendary introduced to the game, Iwaret, so she is the rate up champion. Now these summons have a limited pool. You can click down here on the rate info and you will see the details. There are only 5 legendaries available here, and Iwaret has the highest drop rate. Of this pool, any of them would really be wins for me. Gillian would be the most exciting pull, but any of them really work. Even Ina, who I do own, if I get copies of her, I can just increase her chivalry, and that would be fine. Now, the Mercy system for rate up summons works a little bit differently. After 60 pulls, you are guaranteed a legendary champion, but for a rate up summons or rate up Mercy summons, it's a 50-50 shot. 50% chance you're going to get the rate up champion, and 50% chance you're going to get one of the other 4 in the pool. So when you get your Mercy, you can only get one of these 5, but it's a 50% chance at Iwaret. And then it just resets. It also resets if you happen to hit your legendary early. That's fine. You can hit a legendary early and then it resets then. And again, you can go through this mercy system multiple times. It's not just once. So you can get 2 or 3 shots at Iroret depending on how many summons you can actually gather, or if you want to spend money to get more summons. Now, as far as the special summons works, this works similarly. It's 60 summons. I've already pulled some, as you can see. And after 60 summons, you get a guaranteed legendary. But this pool includes all of the legendaries in the game. And so this is where I would be able to get copies of like Lancelot and Morgan, or I could get the new heroes like Merlin or Bedivere. So I have pulls of each type, and you can see the mercy matters. Normal's a little bit different because the maximum that you can get is rare, and then we have the various flame relics. But in addition to all of this, there is also a special event that is currently going on with the introduction of Iroret. So I want to show you that because that's really why I saved all of my resources in the first place. So here in the events page, you can see that there is a rate up summon event. So if I use rate up summons, I am going to get these rewards in the column, and those include additional summons. So here we have special summons. Here we have summons for the various relics as well. So I have saved up 60 summons in order to max out this particular track, this reward track. And then I'm going to collect all of those rewards and I'm going to keep pulling. I'm going to pull all of those as well. So now we're finally going to go back to the lake and we're going to start our summon. We are finally to the summon portion of the video. I am very excited for this. I'm going to start with my rate up summons. Now I do have 60 of these. You can see I have the 11 preloaded free ones, and then the rest I'm going to buy with crystals. It's 150 crystals per pull or 1500 per 10 pop. I am guaranteed to hit the mercy at least. In fact, I'm going to do all 60 because I want that full reward track. That's going to allow me to then do a bunch of relic summons. I'm going to do my normal summons and finally end with my special summons because this mercy counter is at 38 and I have 40 special summons. So I'm guaranteed to start with a rate up legendary. I'm guaranteed to end with a special summon legendary, and starting and ending with a legendary, that sounds like a perfect summon video to me. Okay, let's go ahead and do it. Been saving for a long time here. I'm very excited for this. Let's start with a 10 pull. Again, I don't have to get all the way to mercy. I could go ahead and hit legendary before that, and the color of the sword matters. Let's see. All right, we've got at least a rare. Okay, so a rare with the first 10. Could be multiple rares, but in this case, it's only one. I'm going to hit the skip button because we don't need to wait for that. So a copy of Boars here. You can see that little 2, that golden 2 up there is the chivalry level that he's currently at. So it kind of helps you to know which ones you still have chivalry building on. All right, let's do another 10 pull. And you can see here, I do have one preloaded, and that means this 10 pull costs me 150 less crystal than it would otherwise. All right, let's go ahead and do this 10 pull. Another rare. Okay, but how many rares? That's the question. 2 rares this time. That's pretty good. I will take it. Let's see who they are. All right, we got one. This is Urians, I believe, and then this is Ban. I haven't really invested in Ban at all, but my Urians is leveling up, you can see. So I'm pretty happy about that copy. Now we're into our pure crystal pulls, and as you can see, 1,500 crystals per 10 pop. So this is summon number 3. I want to see gold on that sword. Another rare. Okay, we know at least we're getting a rare with every 10 pull. That is guaranteed. That's one of the reasons why you always do 10 pulls in this game. Let's go ahead and see what we get. Another Urians. Okay, so that's definitely at least one more level of chivalry. You can see I haven't actually unlocked his chivalry yet, so that's not bad for me. 4th 10 pull here. Let's see if we get an early legendary or if we have to go all the way. There's... yes, it's gold. All right, let's do it. Let's see who we got. It's going to be from that pull. Greed will always return to haunt. All right. So is her name Clarissa, I think? I'm pretty sure she's just a DPS. I don't know that much about her. Clarissan. All right, so I don't know that much about this champion. I'm excited to actually have a new legendary. That's pretty cool. Now, I'm going to go ahead and look, we got a rare as well, because we always get at least 1 rare. In fact, we got 2 rares, so that's a pretty good 10 pull. Now, let's check our... You can see our Mercy has reset here, but in addition, we have that reward track, and I'm pretty sure that was 40, and we have 2 more 10 pulls to go. So we could hit another legendary again from this limited pool of legendaries. And now we got Clarissa. Once again, thank you to King Arthur Legends Rise for sponsoring this video. I am having so much fun in this game, and if you would like to check it out, please click my download link in the description of this video. It does help me with my sponsorship when you use my link. Now, if you'd like to join me in-game, we have a Colred Plays clan, but I'm pretty sure it is maxed out. However, we are considering starting a whole cluster. So if you'd like to be part of that, please reach out through my Discord, and we'll see if we can get that started. Let's do 2 more pulls. 2 more 10 pulls. I'm using all my crystals today. That was exciting to get that early legendary. All right, so just rares here. How many rares are we getting, though? We got 2 rares. That's pretty good. I like 2 rares. You're always guaranteed 1 rare from a 10 pull. All right, and I am using Frederick a little bit. You can see he's a little bit leveled up, primarily for just 1 dungeon. And then I haven't really gotten into Arduin yet, so it's good to get some copies of both of these heroes. Our final 10 pull. Can we get lucky enough to get a second legendary here? Come on, turn gold. Turn gold. No, just blue. Let's see how many rares we get. Just the 1 guaranteed rare. Let's see who it is. All right, so we got a copy of Baldwin here, who I also have invested in a little bit, but you can see he doesn't have any chivalry yet. Whew, okay, so this is going to kind of be a long video, but let's go ahead and collect all of our rewards now from the reward track. So, whoops, that's not it. This is it. So here is the rate up summon event, and as you can see, we've gotten all of these rewards, so I'm just going to claim all of them. Just going to claim all of them. Why not? Now, included in these were 2 kind of special summons here. You can see I have a rare to legendary heroes relic shard, and then I have a rare to legendary hero shard. So I'm going to get at least a rare for this, and I'm going to get at least a rare for this. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this ticket right now. Let's see if I get a good hero. And then we get Sarah. That is the rare that I'm looking for. So very cool that the extra reward gives me Sarah. I now have every rare in the game, and she is one I'm definitely going to be investing in. So that was pretty cool. And then let's go ahead and pull the relic and see if we get a good relic. And we got a relic for Clementine. I think I don't own this relic, so I think that is a new relic, and now I have all 3 of Clementine's relics. I'm pretty sure that's going to be new. All right, let's head back to Lake Avalon. Whew. I have saved up a lot of summons. I think I'm actually going to do the normal summons right now. So normal summons, the maximum rarity of a champion that you can get, sorry, of a hero that you can get, is just rare. So if you see blue, that's a good thing for a normal. So we got a rare. That's very cool. It is not guaranteed. We got 2 rares. Really nice. 2 rares here. And in fact, we got 2 good heroes that I'm working on. Rosier and Clementine are both valuable. Like I said, all the rares are valuable, but these are 2 that I'm currently kind of building up a little bit. So that's excellent. Let's do another 10 pull. These 10 pulls do not guarantee a rare. So when you get a rare here, it's really nice. No rare on this particular one. Can call that a common tax. That's what we call that. That's a common tax. That's okay, though. I don't mind a common tax now and again. Here, we got another rare. That's excellent. These normal summons are working out for us. We got 1 more rare. Who is it? Let's see who it is. All right, and this is Ralph. He's not really being leveled up right now. He's sort of got a minimum amount of development for a particular dungeon, but that's okay. I don't mind. I will build all of these rares at some point, so that's pretty good. So I think the normal summons did well. I'm not going to pull the rest. I'm just going to wait for another 10 pull later on. So now let's jump into our relics. We've got 2 10 pulls here. We got a 10 pull here and a 10 pull here. So we've got 40 relics to pull. Let's start with the flame relics. We just want to see legendary. That's what we really want to see. Rares are good, but we want to see legendaries. Come on, come on. All right, rares. Get a lot of rares. Get like 3 rares. 2 rares, not too bad. I'll take that. Let's see who we got. So we did get Sarah. I think that's a new, yeah, that is a new relic there. And then we got a, so you can see there's no new above it. So this is a duplicate, which means we're going to be trading that one in. All right, let's do another 10 pull. I want to see gold. I want to see a legendary relic so bad. Come on, come on, come on. Yes, 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 come on. Let's do it. Be a good one. What do we get? We got a rare too. We got Clementine. She's the rare. Who's the legendary? It's Merlin. It's Merlin. I don't own Merlin yet, so I really need to pull this hero before this legendary is going to be worthwhile. But you know what? When he shows up, I'm going to have that relic. So that's pretty exciting. Man, I love seeing that flame come out of the sword when you summon in this game. It's so exciting. All right, let's go ahead and look at the Frost Relic. We've got 10 pulls here. Let's go and do a 10 pull. I would love another. Come on, let's get another legendary. Let's get another legendary. All right, a rare. Several rares. 2, 3 rares. Come on. 4 rares. All right, that is really good. I'm having so much fun right now. I'm having too much fun. All right, so which ones are new? We actually got 2 new ones. So we got Akalon. This is a new one. And then here for Anguish, we got a new one. And remember I'm sorry, that's not a new one. This one is a new one for Rosier. So again, if they're duplicates, we can always trade those in the shard shop. And that's going to allow us to buy the ones that we don't own. All right, so finally we have a pull of Storm Relics. Let's go ahead and do this. Come on, can we get another legendary relic? Yeah, we got a legendary relic. That actually started off orange, didn't it? The gem right there, legendary. Who is this? Who is this? It's Bedivere. This is a champion I want. I really want this legendary. We still have a shot at him later on with our special summons. And then we got Anguish's other relic. I think this is new as well. So now we have Anguish's, all 3 of Anguish's relics. That's pretty cool. We'll be able to use him against any element. That's very advantageous to have, especially for a rare, because rares don't take as much investment. But so I've got Bedivere and Anguish here. So I think that's it. I think that's it. We are down to our special summons. Again, we are guaranteed to get a legendary here, but maybe we can get lucky and get some good rares along the way, or even a second legendary. So we're going to do a 10 pull. See, the gem before was orange, wasn't it? This time it's not orange, but there it turns blue. All right, so just rares. Let's see who we get. We got 1 rare. That's just our guaranteed rare. Okay, so again, another copy of Ralph. That's not a bad thing. Let's go again. Come on, turn gold. Turn gold. Orange. I don't even know what to call the color. All right, just the 1 rare. Whew. My heart is pumping here. All right, this is really good. I am trying to build Clementine. You can see she's over 4,000 power right now. So this is one of the champions, I'm sorry, the heroes that I'm invested in. And so that's a good duplicate there. I wouldn't mind a copy of Sarah as well. Come on, turn gold, turn gold. Yes, yes, we got another one. Who's it gonna be? Is it gonna be Merlin? Is it gonna be Merlin? Come on, give me Merlin or Bedivere. Give me somebody good. It's a new one. Ooh, it's Guinevere. All right, Guinevere is actually really cool. Not necessarily at the top of my list, but a new legendary and definitely a usable one. So that is pretty exciting. You can also see that she has these 2 little portraits down here. That means she does an ally attack kind of combo thing with either Arthur or Lancelot. And I have both of those already built. They're 2 of my main heroes. So this is a valuable addition to my roster, even though it wasn't really somebody I was looking for. So that is cool. And that will have reset my my Mercy, but I still have a 10 pull to go, so I'm going to go ahead and pull it. And let's see what happens here. Did we get lucky again? Nope, but let's see how many rares we get. We just get the guaranteed rare. And it is another copy of Sarah, which is pretty good. We're going to be definitely building that hero, so that is very cool. Oh man, so all of those summons, that was a lot of fun. I'm like sweating here. My heart is totally pounding. That was really fun. I've gotten so much value out of these summons now. If we go to my codex, I want to just take a look at any of the new heroes that I have gotten. So Guinevere is new, Clarison is new, or Clarison. So we've got 2 new legendaries, which we knew we were going to get, but we got them faster than we expected, which means we are closer to the next Mercy than we would be otherwise, which is actually a really great thing. And we did, in fact, get our copy of Sarah, which is awesome. We also got a whole bunch of relics. We're going to have to figure out whose relics we got in terms of the rares and stuff like that. That is it for this one. Let me know in the comments below what you think about the summon system in this game. Is it fun? Is it fair? How does it compare to other games that you've played. And also, if you have any suggestions for future videos you would like to see on this game, please leave that in the comments as well. Don't forget to use my download link if you decide to check out the game. And as always, thank you to my sponsor, King Arthur Legends Rise. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today. I have been Colred, and I will see you in another video soon.